Hello everyone, how are you guys doing today? My name is Harris and welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna be reacting to some of the best of Daniel Tosh stand-up. So without any delays, let's get to it. Here we go.
Sometimes before I walk on stage, my girlfriend may say, have a good show, break a leg. This is what she said to me a few weeks ago, right before I walked on stage. She goes, hey, you ever worry about getting shot when you're out there? I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? This is a little impression I like to call anybody who ever wins an Oscar at the Academy Awards and their stupid acceptance speech. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that I won. I'm so nervous. I'd like to start off by thanking God for making this all possible. And I'd like to thank my beautiful wife for standing by me for all those years. Thanks, honey, we did it. And my time's going, oh, I just can't believe I won. What do you mean you can't believe you won? You had an aisle seat. That's it. I mean, nobody's ever seen this at the Academy Awards. This year, the winner it's Daniel Tosh.
Going past all the time.
I won. My time's already up. It's in the back. Let me just do my little speech. I'd like to start off by thanking L. Ron Hubbard for making this all possible. I'd like to thank my beautiful wife for standing by me for all those years. I'd like to thank my girlfriend for keeping everything on the down low. I'd like to send a shout out to Tamika, Rashonda, Rochelle, Michelle, and Amy. Hey, thanks a lot, y'all. They have a show on MTV that I can't stand. Cribs. You ever watch Cribs? Yeah, that show should be called Wanna Feel Like a Failure? Little Bow Wow has an S series. That's not right.
I haven't seen that.
Tell you what, though, if
I've
I
seen
ever
some
get
of it.
really famous, I promise you the greatest Cribs episode of all time. Oh, you can trust me on this one. I'm gonna hire Universal Studios to come over to my house, build an extension of caves and corridors that go from my bedroom to the bathroom. That way, every night when I wake up to go pee, the adventure begins. So I wake up, right, I'm like scared and nervous and I have to go and the camera crew's following me and I'm like, ooh, and I hire Vin Diesel to hide and jump out and scare me and sword fight me and he's like, prepare to die, and I'm like, calm down, you overactor, I'm paying you to lose. And he's like, ugh. And then I kill him and there's a princess tied up and she's like, thank you, I've been here for so long. I'm like, no time for talk, you gotta tinkle, let's run. We start going, the walls start closing in, yeah, there's doors going down and rocks everywhere and we have to go across an old rope bridge, but halfway across the rope bridge, the bottom one sets on fire and it snaps. And she falls, but I got her with one arm. Yeah, I can feel her slipping, and she's looking up at me going, I'll never stop loving you. Close up on my eyes, and a close up on her eyes, and a close up on my eyes, like, and then she falls, like, ah! And I'm like, why? Why? And I snap out of that, I gotta pee like a racehorse. Back up onto the rope. I get to the bathroom, I pull my pajamas down because I sit down and pee like a girl when I'm at my house. It's my house, I feel more comfortable that way. Don't judge me, the Bible says not to. But as soon as I sit down, a hologram of my dad pops up and he's like, Daniel, this is your father. Make sure you look behind the shower curtain before you, too late. A dragon comes from behind the shower curtain. Yeah, it's gonna spray me with fire, but I rip the medicine cabinet off right, mirror, ching, ching, kills the dragon. Then I go to the bathroom, and I go back to bed. No one even knows I added these extensions onto my house. It's top secret. My maid comes running in. Daniel, what was all that ruckus? And I'm like, oh, Helga, it was nothing. Now get back to your quarters. And she's like, Then I roll over and stare at the camera crew and I go, shh. And then the camera goes back onto Vin Diesel's body. Close up on his face. And then his eyes open. Oh, did you get chills? Yeah, let's see P. Diddy top that crib.
Am I the only person who hopes David Beckham has sex with Brad Pitt? I don't know who's in charge of casting in Hollywood, but make it happen before one of them's out of their prime. Can you imagine those two men together making love? Oh. If there's a man in here that's junk, doesn't wiggle just a little bit at the thought of those two men together, this has nothing to do with your homophobic sexual preference. At that level, it's art, you monkey, okay? You should be honored that you share the same restroom with those Greek gods. Can you imagine if they had a
They are
child?
very handsome, man.
Was that Simba? What the fuck? Was that Simba? That's the Beckham Pitt kid? That's Pitcom? The most beautiful child the world has ever seen?
Pitcom.
Picture baby Jesus with better abs. That's a good looking baby. If they had a baby Abercrombie store, they'd hire him to work the front door. Right? Just stand there,
Hold up.
shirtless, propped up. He can't stand yet.
I'm gonna say this. They're both white. Jesus is not white. Alright, forget about the technicalities. If somebody thinks Jesus is white, honestly, you gotta read the Bible again.
Right? Just stand there, shirtless, propped up. He can't stand yet. Just leaning against the wall. Big poster of himself. Just standing, a little tight pampered. And you walk in, and you'd be like, I don't want to say this, but I want to fuck that baby.
Oh my God!
Man, do I want to fuck that baby. If I had 3 wishes, 2 of them be to fuck that baby, and 1 would be for more wishes. Well, you can't do that. Then I want to fuck the baby a 3rd time. I would like to use all 3 wishes banging that baby.
This is fucked up.
Go ahead, dumb people. Be offended by a joke that doesn't have a plausible premise.
Exactly. White
I'd love to
baby
read your
with
email.
2 men.
I felt you went over the line a bit when you theoretically wanted to fornicate with a mythical child. Gave a commencement speech recently at a high school, and that didn't go well at all. A bunch of high school kids, parents that are proud of them, and I'm belittling the entire thing. And the administration got really upset with me. They're like, oh, we didn't know you weren't going to take it seriously. To which I replied, really? You thought this was where I was going to get serious? High school? How did you do it? No.
I love it, man. He's
refuse
good, man.
To give that generic speech. As I look out here, I see future lawyers and doctors. I gave the real speech. There's felons here. Some of you will die in a DUI accident tonight. I'm sorry. Explain to me why a dose of reality before community college is a bad thing. Because I certainly don't need to pander to the 1%. They don't need my little pep rally. They're going to be just fine. Nobody's been a pile of shit their entire life and then turned it around because of the commencement address. Excuse me? No, it just clicked. So you're saying I can be anything? Oh yeah, that sounds way better than what I was gonna do. I like this guy. Don't you love it when people in school are like, I'm a bad test taker? You mean you're stupid? Oh, you struggle with that part where we find out what you know? No, I can totally relate. See, because I'm a brilliant painter, minus my god-awful brushstrokes. Oh, how the masterpiece is crystal up here, but once paint hits canvas, I develop Parkinson's. I apologize if there's a Parkinson's painter here this evening. I assume your best work is in the AM. Probably gets a bit abstract by noon.
He's dark, man. He's brilliant.
Has enough time passed in this country that we can openly and honestly talk about the great things Osama bin Laden did for us?
I've
Don't
seen
act
this
like he
bit.
didn't do anything good.
I've seen
How about
this
the
bit.
fact that we immediately know September is 9? That's not nothing. That's not nothing. Do you remember what we used to do? January, February, March, April, May, June, July. 9. Honey, it's 9. I use it for August. 9/11 minus 1. 8. How about the fact that every time you take your wife or your girlfriend to the airport, you no longer have to walk her all the way to the gate? Yeah. Maybe next time you do a drop-off, you give him a quick, thanks, Osama. Hope you're enjoying that good, young, tight stuff they hand out up there. Are we okay with mocking his beliefs? I did that joke in Utah, and they laughed like that's the crazy religion. Those stupid Muslims, they only have one heaven. I believe Mormons have 3. I've never read their plates. Some of you are too young to remember pre-9/11 airport drop-offs, but they were the worst. Your girlfriend's like, can you give me a ride to the airport? And you're like, yeah, I'd love to, because there's never been a service invented that would take you to the airport. What time's your flight? 4:15 a.m.? Perfect. No, I was gonna get up at 2 anyway, so that works out. No, you know me, 2 o'clock rolls around and my body's like, start your day, it's 2. Then you're driving the airport, she's like, you gonna come inside? Yeah. Why wouldn't I? Parking there's so convenient.
Exactly. It's only 5 quid an
Besides, I
hour.
just start every day with a 2-mile stress-filled sprint walk. Oh, your flight's delayed an hour and a half? Perfect. I'll get a Cinnabon, get diabetes before you take off. Do you remember? Some guys wouldn't even leave after they boarded. They would just stand at a window waving at a machine backing up because they were so happy to finally be alone. Now what do you get to do thanks to Osama? Barely slow down and kick them to the curb. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I say that's worth a tower. Not 2, not 2.
Not 2. Yeah, only 1.
Whoa, that was close. No, rightfully so. I fucking thought he meant both of them. He didn't, he only meant 1, he cleared it up. Which one? Does it matter? To my uncle. There you go, now everyone's offended.
Good job, man. Good job. A friend to everybody, or no one.
I can take a quick moment to be sincere, and then I'll go back to being an asshole. Know that I appreciate this. That this isn't lost on me. I didn't have dreams of grandeur getting into comedy. It's overwhelming. Thank you for coming out. I know that eventually this will come to a crashing halt. I'm not gonna stop saying awful things. Eventually I'll say the one thing where it's like, oh, there goes his career. Wow, he thought you could say that, huh?
Say it.
I actually wrote a career suicide note.
Yes!
Would you like to hear it?
Yes.
Dear Jews. That's all I've got so far. But it's, right?
Good stuff.
Oh, fuck, he's doing it. Here we go. Got it. This started out strong. Thank you very much.
So, that was some of the best of Daniel Tosh stand-up. I absolutely loved his Oscar joke. I haven't seen his old stuff, so I'm looking forward to doing some of that in the future. And the Osama bin Laden joke, I've already seen it. I've already heard it before, and which always cracks me up. And how it's worth giving up 1 tower, not 2, just 1. And then he ends it with depends which building my uncle was, which was absolute brilliant. It was like absolutely brilliant. I really enjoyed that. And Brad Pitt and Beckham having a baby, a mythical baby who's white, supposed to look like Jesus, who is Middle Eastern, was absolute brilliant. You're gonna find quite a few people with that. That was very good joke. And then having 3 wishes to fuck that baby was icing on top with such a dark premise, and yet it's just something like you mentioned, it's a mythical thing, but it was absolutely brilliant. I really enjoyed that, and I hope you did too. If you did, like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. Also check out my other Daniel Tosh video. They can be found in a playlist, and follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll see you guys next time.